All right. You want to count us in?
Right. Yes. 3, 2, 1.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Necro Electric. I am your best friend, Sean, on the mic here. I got my wife, the little princess of the podcast, Kylie. And we got the always popping off firecracker, Susana Lopez. And today's a special day because we have our first fucking guest.
Number one.
The one and only Diego, Susana's husband.
Quite the honor.
Oh, sound effects.
Welcome.
And before we kick it off to you, I want to say thank you for tolerating my sickness the last every episode up until now. I had the fucking baby plague.
Aww.
And I was hacking and whacking and chacking, so
That sounds bad.
it's a Fallout reference. But all right, so what's today's topic?
Today's topic is marriage, hence
Oh,
our
shit.
guest being Susana's husband.
We're all fucking married.
Yes,
All
we
right.
are, although we don't wear our rings.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not me today.
I mean, I do still.
He does.
Oh, he's the only one wearing them.
Well, he knows it hurts me, but, you know.
My-
Single people.
I mean, like, physically it bothers my finger,
Yeah.
but,
It
you know.
That's what Sean says.
well, no, when I work with it, like, because I'll work with my hands, like making shit, and like
Yeah.
my hands get like a little swollen.
Yeah.
My ring fits me
too.
just enough.
Yeah.
Did you guys elope or get married?
Oh, we got married.
I mean, you had like a big wedding,
Oh,
or
no.
you eloped?
No, I mean, we
kinda
never
had
moved
a little bit
in.
of both, yeah. But we had a big party, but it was more like a ceremony, like for a family and everything.
Gotcha.
It wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh, let's...
It wasn't a big wedding at all.
Yeah.
We really almost didn't really want to have a wedding. We're just like, okay, we're married. Like,
Yeah.
move on with life. But we did have a little deal.
Yeah, we went the opposite. We had like a fucking grand wedding.
Yeah.
They got way out of control.
It did get out of control.
Like originally our budget was like, we're like, oh, let's keep it like around
I
10
don't
grand or
wanna
whatever.
say.
Yeah, you know, and it got way out of hand. And
It was like college tuition.
yeah, well, and it's funny too because we're very like I don't even know what the word to describe. We're obsessed with like the details of things.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
And so we got married at a place called the Grand Island Mansion. It's this old like vintage
Wow.
mansion.
It sounds cool.
And we got to like have our ceremony there and like stay there and party and everything.
Yeah, they let you use, because it's a mansion, and they had like 15 rooms, and they let you rent the rooms afterwards, like a hotel.
Oh,
so you don't actually
nice.
ever have to leave
Wow,
the place.
Is it haunted?
Yeah, it felt like it. Shit was built in like the 1900s or something.
Yeah, I think maybe even like 1890. I mean, that place is old. It used to be like a peach orchard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were like some kind of heirs to a shopping chain like way back in the day.
Nice.
Like I don't remember the name of the store, but yeah.
Sears.
It was tight. It was like
Mervyn's.
a totally.
Yes.
I can't remember what it was.
Hashtag
It was
Mervyn.
super old school though. Yeah, but it was like a big rock star-ish, gothic, Halloweenish like thing. But
That's so cool.
we made one mistake and we hired we bought a package for like the photographer, DJ, and the person who practices the ceremony or whatever.
Yeah, it's like this one company that will organize it all for you into like one bundle,
okay.
so you don't have to
Yeah.
find separate people by yourself.
Yeah, okay, good deal. Yeah,
Don't
that sounds
do it.
And then we had
No?
like,
Oh, okay.
and we had a director.
Don't do it.
We had like a director to help like put it all together, you know.
Oh, okay.
And I remember I was in charge. Obviously, music was a big, huge
Yeah,
deal
yeah,
for the wedding.
Right.
And I contacted the DJ, and I'm like, dude, it's a music themed wedding. It's important. I don't want like any like bullshit or anything.
Yeah.
And the guy's like super professional. He was like, okay, cool. Just put all the music you want on a USB, put it in folders like ceremony, blah, 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 and mail it to me. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and he sent me an email back like, hey, I got it. Cool. See you on the day of the wedding, right? And I'm thinking, okay, we're all good, right? And I'm partying like hard. Like we made a pact, right? We made a pact like
Yeah.
let's not
Not
party
to
too
party
hard.
hard.
Yeah,
Our
not to party hard.
Not to party hard.
So, but we had family and friends and all, you know, people. I had played in bands with like years before. Everybody came, you know, and we all stayed at the same place. Her dad is like a party instigator. He came out like
he's the guy who like at the hotel stands in the hallway with his door wide open and inviting people in for a beer.
Yeah, giving them beers and shit.
Come on in. I don't know
totally
you.
in the mood. Yeah.
Beer o'clock.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Beers on me.
I was trying to like keep it cool, but and then her dad's like, have a beer, have a shot, have fucking. We at the end of the night we were drinking like port wine at 3 a.m. You know, it was bad. But I remember my phone going off at like 11:30. Right, and I'm like, who the fuck is calling me, right? And I didn't recognize the number, and I'm like, yo, hey, this is Sean. Who's this? You know? And then, you guys know who, like Pauly Shore is?
No,
The comedian.
The comedian Pauly Shore.
Biodome.
He was like Encino Man and shit, like back in the day.
Redhead guy.
Oh yeah.
He's like, hey, buddy, you know, like. You don't know that guy?
I don't know. I probably have seen it, but I don't remember their names.
Well, I thought it was him for some reason because like this guy called me, right, and he sounded just like Pauly Shore, right? But he's like
Pauly Shore was calling you on your wedding night.
Well, I was hella buzzed, and I'm like, who the fuck is this, right? And he's like, hey, are you Sean? And I'm like, yeah, you called me, dude. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And he's like, hey, bro, I'm the DJ. I was like. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, is there a problem, dude?
Oh, no.
What's going on? Is everything all good? And he's it's all good, bro. He's like totally fucked up, right? And I'm like,
Man.
he's like, I just wanted to call to see, hey, I was thinking if I DJ a little bit extra, can I have some beers at your wedding?
Oh my
right?
God.
And I'm like, and I said this, I was like, dude, it's an open fucking bar, bro. You can have all the fucking beers you want if you do a good job. Are you going to be good tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, bro. I'm like,
long story short, he was not good.
yeah, right. So I was like, get some
good.
fucking sleep, dude. You got an important job tomorrow.
Jesus,
and he's like, I'll see you tomorrow, right? And then
Sounds like
these fucking bad bitches, dude. They get in the limo before the groomsmen, right?
Yeah.
They drink up everything in the fucking limo, dude. Everything, right?
I didn't know you had the same limo.
Yeah, I didn't know either, right? And so,
Didn't know to leave some leftover.
The limo comes to pick us up at the wrong hotel, right? And then they finally get to us, so we're running late. And we jump in, right? We're all metalheads, crazy, right? We get in, right?
You're like,
there's no booze,
and there's no booze,
right?
We cleared it out,
and we didn't bring any either because we're like, what the fuck, dude? And we're driving, and we're like, damn, dude, there's no fucking booze.
They're all just twiddling their
These
thumbs.
goddamn broads, dude, drink it all, right? And then we're like, all right, well, fuck it, like put on some music, right? And then Brian was one of my best men, and he was like, yeah, let me sync it. And then he's like, yo, and we're beating on the window. We're like, how do we sync our phone to this thing? And he's like, oh, it doesn't sync, man.
God.
You got to have a CD. A fucking CD, dude. What the fuck? How old is this limo, dude? You know, and then none of us had a CD, obviously. So, and it's it's outside of Sacramento, but it's out like you follow the Sacramento River for a while and shit.
Cool.
Out to this place, and it only got one radio station, right? So it's playing like fucking like ABBA and this like Lady Gaga and shit. So there's like
everything you wanted.
There's
right?
like 10 of us just sitting in there fucking like stewing in this fucking
for like half an hour through the mansion.
Listen to poker face, poker face, right? We're drinking water, we're sipping fucking spring water, like, and then nobody said shit, and then Adam, my other best man, he's like, man, this fucking sucks.
I had to say it, Sean.
And then we pulled up, right?
That's funny.
And I get out and I see some dude in the distance in the bushes by like where we're gonna do our ceremony. And I'm like, who the fuck is in the bushes, man? And I go over there and I'm already like kind of bummed about the limo ride. And it's the fucking dude. And he's like, hey, man. Hey, man. And I'm like, hey, dude, are you the fucking DJ? And he's like, yeah, man. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in the bushes, dude? And he was like, I'm looking for an outlet in the fucking bushes, dude.
Oh my God.
Are you fucking for real? And then there's a director, right?
Yeah.
And then it turned out that the director that we'd been working with this whole time called in sick, so we had somebody new.
Oh no.
And so they were like
we had
scrambling.
a good wedding. It
No,
sounds
it was
like a lot went wrong.
It was bomb, but this is just like this is just the story of like how it started, right?
Oh yeah.
So then I take that dude and I'm like, dude, no fucking around. go get all your equipment, set this shit up. People are arriving, dude.
Oh, yeah,
go
yeah.
meet the director, right? And then I yelled at the director, like, get this guy under control. I don't want to fucking deal with this. You know?
Yeah.
And then the last part of this story is in the middle of our ceremony, the books got messed up because the director wasn't there.
Oh.
So we had like this kind of gothic-y lady who did our ceremony.
Cute.
And originally she wrote her own thing where she was like, you know, Sean and Kylie are gonna get married under the moon with the werewolves and like all this shit.
Like,
as we release crows into the midnight or whatever, right? And we're like, no, just keep it short and simple, dude.
Yeah.
And then, but the books got switched, so the ceremony ended up being the fucking
The crows
the
flying
crows
out.
and the fucking
man.
sacrificing and shit.
We're both just standing there like,
and then in the middle of it,
You're like, Dad, I didn't mean it.
in the fucking middle of it, we hear rustling.
through the bushes.
And we're like, what the fuck?
No.
We're like, what the fuck is happening? All of a sudden, here comes fucking the
DJ?
dude out of the fucking
Just
bushes
jumps out of it.
in the middle of the fucking
While
ceremony.
we're right before the I do's.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And he's like, hey, I brought a microphone. And he like hands it to the fucking lady. And her face, we have it all on video, obviously. Her face is like, you motherfucker, dude. And then she takes it and she's like, hello?
It doesn't even
It's
work.
not even on.
Oh man, this guy.
And then she just mic drops it right into the thing and then continues on and he goes back through the bushes. and all of our guests are like,
go look for that
what the fuck is that guy, dude?
I'm like, Kylie, how did you even keep it together? Like, I would have been like, this
Dude, I just
motherfucker,
went
get off
with
of
it.
my...
Yeah, I mean,
You're fired like since yesterday.
we just went with it. And like the rest of the night was fucking awesome, but that was just a funny story.
Yeah, I mean,
thought I'd
honestly,
share.
when you plan for like we planned for a whole year. When you plan something for that long, things are bound to go wrong.
Yeah.
Like you got to know something's gonna go wrong. But if you don't react to it, other people aren't gonna know that it's going wrong.
Yeah.
True that. My sister's wedding, my little sister's wedding, it was the most stressful family event I've ever in my life. And
Was it a
she
big
was
wedding?
super
Was she a
stressed.
bridezilla?
Well, a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, and they also paid for everything themselves. And it was just really stressful because there were some padrinos, you know, some people that were like, I'll pay for this and I'll pay for that.
And they fucking backed out
Or just, I forgot to bring it kind of thing. It's like, how do you forget the champagne? Like, how do you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just so odd. Like, some crazy shit happened. The music wasn't as great either. Anyway,
It happens.
Yeah, towards the end, like once it started getting better and better and better. Like
And
it was
people got drunker and drunker.
basically right. Basically, yeah.
You guys got a kind of an amazing story, right, of how you met.
Yeah.
This guy's from fucking Brazil, dude.
Yeah, tell us about where you're from and
Oh,
everything.
no way.
How'd you guys hook up? How'd you meet each other?
It was just this like random night.
It was on Teen Chat.
Teen chat?
Kidding.
Teen chat?
No, it was on Facebook.
My username was looking
What
for
was your screen
someone-
name?
Looking for someone.
Looking for someone.com, Diego. I was just randomly like somewhat drunk one night, and I made a comment right
He
on
really
one of these
was,
pages on Facebook,
All right,
And
so what part of Brazil were you in?
Rio de Janeiro.
Okay, so
It's
you're in
kinda
the fucking heart of it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
and where are
he's
you
the
at this point?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
Texas. Okay.
Fucking town, Texas. There it was.
Yeah, and then
of
I
the
made this weird comment, and then
Like on somebody else's,
Page,
just like on a
yeah.
picture or something?
It was
yeah, kind of like a
sarcastic.
quote page or something like that, and then I just made like this sarcastic comment, and then weeks go by, and then all of a sudden like I get this, like she adds me, and I'm like, who's this person? I don't know.
Oh, she's creeping.
I was like, who's this person?
I'm gonna tell you what I thought.
I was like, okay, and then I accepted, right? And then I didn't put much thought into it, and then all of a sudden she messages me, and I'm like, okay, I wasn't
Ooh,
prepared for
slipping,
that.
slipping in the DMs.
I was like, I thought she was gonna be
Straight
like,
up.
people that add me but never talk to me type of deal. I'm like, okay. And then she just started talking to me. I'm like, okay. She's kind of interesting. I'm like, hey, what are you eating? She's like, I'm eating a turkey sandwich.
That's hot.
I'm like, that's hot. And she literally sent me a little emoji, like a little
Question.
sandwich emoji.
I'm so emoji. Yeah.
I'm like, man, okay, that's very, cool.
How romantic.
And then we talk and talk, like literally every single day. I come back from my cubicle office job, and this
Chat it
girl, like randomly, like messages me something.
Now, in Brazil, did they have like Catfish, like the TV show and stuff?
No, they don't. But I know what that's.
But you kind of had that
Were you
in the back of your head.
I was concerned. I thought she was a dude.
Look, for my defense, in my defense, I was like one night just scrolling through Facebook, right? And I followed this page, which obviously we both followed it. It was like some kind of intellectual page or whatever. And then he made this, I read this post, I don't remember what it was about. And then I just started going through the comments because I thought, what are people saying about this? And then I saw his comment, and I literally laughed out loud. And I was like, oh my God, it's so funny and sarcastic. Like, who is this guy? You know, basically, just stick to my interests. Yeah, and what was the first question I asked you, like, after we got comfortable with each other? I was like, do you know what animal has the biggest penis? And he's like, what? You know,
What an icebreaker.
That's random.
because like I love like animal facts. And
What was
stuff.
his answer?
Man, I don't. I think I said like just like elephant or something like that, and I just like.
I was like, no, the blue whale. Like, yeah, whatever. But
And she literally had all the facts. Like,
I was like,
She's done her homework on animal penises.
I mean, you know, yeah.
Because we didn't really have much in common, so she would literally break the ice every time with facts and stuff.
Yeah,
She would
it's
just,
funny.
Or I
you know what,
didn't
random
know.
fact, boom, and then all of a sudden like 3 hours went by, and it's like you have the time zone, so it's like 3 a.m. in
Yeah.
Brazil. I gotta wake up to go to work, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go to sleep. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, it was like really, our conversations were always interesting, and we were always like, oh, I want to talk to him tomorrow. Oh, I want to talk to him tomorrow. And then before you know it, I was like, I think it was 2 weeks into it.
Yeah.
And then we were like, yeah, we need to stop talking. It's like weird because I started feeling like I started liking him.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really weird because it's like,
Just because of the distance.
yeah, huge distance. I've never met anybody online. What if he's not even real kind of stuff, right? Catfish feelings.
Oh yeah, on the other side, yeah, you could be talking to
Yeah,
some
and I
old
was
Brazilian
like,
guy, right?
Yeah, and then I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna start talking to this guy. He's weird, and like we just stopped talking. And I was at this John Mayer concert by myself, actually.
Random.
Yeah, I like literally went by myself because the person I was gonna go with, which was a good girlfriend of mine, like totally backed out last minute to go with some dude, and I was like, I'm already here. Like I'm already like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the concert. And so I completely, like, I got high, I got drunk, and I almost got in a fight with this guy that was in my way. And I was so drunk that they were like, oh, you need to calm down, girl. And I was like, like, and then I was like, started crying, and I was like, I have feelings for somebody that's really far away I've never met. Like, I was thinking to myself, I'm so
John Mayer's like, what the fuck?
I read a song about this.
Everybody was like drunk and high, and it was like a really cool concert towards the end. But I was thinking to myself, this is pathetic, and I was so upset. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna message him, right? So and before I messaged him, he messaged me, and then he's like, hey, how about we give this another shot? And I was like, okay. So we started talking again, and before you know it, 1 year later, we're you know, I planned everything out to go meet him.
Oh, okay, so it was a year later you went out there?
Yeah,
It took
after
like
getting
a whole
to
year just talking like every single day, like
Wow.
religiously, but without making an effort. Like it just naturally, like, oh, I want to talk to
Yeah.
her every day. You know?
Aw.
She's
And
like
it
the
just
most
kinda
interesting
grew.
person. It's just not even here. I'm like, okay, I just gotta deal with this now. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
And then how long before you were able to get all your stuff and come over here?
oh, that took a while. Yeah, it was
that
kind
took
of
like 3
like
years.
3 years, yeah.
Wow.
So I
Your
was going back
citizenship.
and forth, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
Brazil,
she went
like
to
all
Brazil
the time.
3 times to visit before we, you know.
Got you over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Got engaged. Our engagement party over there was so cute. Shout out to his sister because she did everything. She's super detailed. She took care of everything. We just brought the cake and ourselves, and it was awesome.
That's fucking crazy, just from a comment.
Yeah, it all
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
with
The ripple effect is like,
with do you know what
The internet.
penis is the big? I'm just kidding.
Like, how do people meet before the internet?
Yeah. I think that's what I liked about it, that I was able to get to know somebody without
Like the
feeling-
awkwardness of a date.
Yeah, and or like he's just physically attracted to me, or you know, it's not even a real thing. You can't get like deep into their soul. They won't open up. You know, normally guys don't open up right away. So I mean, it literally took forever for us to get kind of like
comfortable.
You know.
To get rid of all the animal facts, it took like
She eventually ran out.
like 2 to 3 months. I was basically okay. I'll get a job at a zoo or something.
I was like at the point where now we just watch National Geographic together, and I'm like, you see, it's so interesting, kind of stuff. Anyway, how did y'all meet?
Plenty of fish.
Internet. Oh yes, internet too.
We basically just grilled each other. And then we were like we're gonna fucking meet before we like talk, you know, because we didn't want to.
I mean, I think we probably text back and forth for like a week.
Yeah.
Before we met.
And then we made a date out in San Francisco.
Oh yes, this is the date you went.
We drank 40s in the park, and she ate a bunch of rabbit ragu.
Yeah, I took him to this like really fancy restaurant where they have like rabbit ragu. It was so good, and like a lot of odd things.
It was gross, but I tried to play it up. I was like,
"You have French fries?"
Are you enjoying this?
Because it was like a fancy restaurant, right? And I'm like, yeah, get whatever you want, you know. And then she's like, yeah, I want the rabbit ragu. Like, do you want some of this? Like, nah, you know, I already had rabbit today. You know, like they have a fucking hamburger, you know, like.
That's funny.
And I thought it went really good, and then I went to go kiss her, and then she like.
I patted him on the back.
Like a fucking,
no way.
like a bug, like a stiff bug.
I just froze and I just pat him on the back.
And I was like, fuck, I misread that, dude. I was like,
but I was just so nervous. Like, I really did have a good time. I was just like so nervous.
Did you text
I
him?
didn't
Oh my
know
god.
to do- Immediately after. Immediately after, I texted him, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Come back.
Come back.
But, yeah.
Oh man.
all right, let's get into some crazy stuff here. When's the first time you guys got it on? Was that in Brazil?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely Brazil.
It was already a lot of
We
tension.
had been talking for a whole year.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a lot of tension. But it wasn't as easy or as dramatic or romantic. Like I thought it was going to be when we first met, like physically in person. Because I felt like I already knew him and blah, blah, you know, video chat and everything.
Were you in your family's house in Brazil?
No. We had like
actually,
this hotel and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
I rented an Airbnb.
Well, that's kind of romantic, right?
Yeah, well, no, without, I mean, it was romantic, but we were like, hey. I was like, and then I was super nervous. Like I didn't know him all over again. And I was like, wow, you're so tall. Like, you're taller than I thought you were. And he's like, well, you're browner than I thought you were.
First thing that happened was like I got there at the hotel, right? And she said, oh, I'm here and all that. And then I was like, okay, I'll go there.
This is the first time you guys were meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She literally flew.
Oh, you guys got it on right away, dude. All
Like
right.
on my birthday. It was literally my birthday. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna meet her. And then before I knock on the door, I kind of get a feel for it, right? And there's like,
Loud
I think
music.
it was the White Stripes playing, like super loud in there, like damn, this chick is
Rocking out in there?
so cool.
I was trying to get, like,
Yeah,
pumped to meet him.
yeah, but it was like right at the end of the song, and then all of a sudden it's just Shakira songs, like boom.
Yes, okay, I did have a crazy playlist, okay? Because
I'm
I
like,
was all
okay.
Was that because he was Brazilian? You were trying to
No,
like
I'm a
be like, I'm
huge-
into it?
She said before, she's a huge Shakira fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Die-hard
I'm
fan.
like, okay, you know, and then I knock on the door, and then she opens, and it's like literally the first time we see each other. Like we only had like mental connection,
weird,
right? Like
yeah.
talking every day for like
We didn't
forever.
even touch right away. We're like, oh, hi.
Yeah, she's like, get in, sit. You can sit. I'm like, okay.
There had to be like a big sigh of
I was
relief,
tripping.
though, right? He
Yeah,
was-
it really was. But my
Yeah.
heart was racing like a million hours. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have opened it up. It could have been like some 65-year-old fucking
Like,
Mexican dude with like a big
Gotcha.
stash.
I
you know,
mean, we
Brazilian
had
guy.
like sent pictures to each other, video chatted, talked all this.
Oh,
I
okay,
knew
okay.
it was him, like for sure. It was no catfishing, but it was just nerve wracking, and we had a great time. Well, we did hug. We hugged, and then we separated like right away. Like I feel like I pushed him away too.
yeah.
But I don't know why. I was just kind of my natural instinct to protect myself, you know. And then I was like, look, here's your gifts. Here's happy birthday. Like, here's your stuff. And he's like, yeah. And like, I bought him like I had bought him like a deck a really nice deck, right? And I just
Yeah,
couldn't
like
bring
a
the trucks and stuff.
trasher deck and all that so I
Yeah.
can
Nice.
skateboard. And I was like so thankful. Like, oh man,
Yeah.
you know.
And then I didn't even, I was so nervous. I was like, and here's some t-shirts, and here's something, and here's something. And he's just like grabbing all the gifts, like, oh God.
Like Price is Right.
Right, I'm like,
I was like, happy birthday.
yeah.
And then it took forever. Like, I was like, here, you want a beer? Like, there was like free beers in the fridge, and like
Nice.
that the lady left for me, and I was drinking, and
Liquored
Yeah,
them up.
but I'll say
Yeah.
this though, like after the first time, the floodgates were open. We're like, okay, we
Yeah.
waited like a whole year for this. Like we're, you know.
Yeah, ready to
Oh,
rock.
that's so
Yeah.
sweet.
I know a fun fact about rabbits. And
come on.
I think we have a minute for sponsor.
Yes. Changing the subject. Dark and Dreary Clothing is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Dreary has quickly gained a following amongst fans of occult, horror, punk rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers, and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest, darkandjuryclothing.com.
New designs.
Yes.
This one, I
Motherfucker.
actually forgot I was wearing it. And I went to Walgreens, and like
Oh.
people they tend to avoid
They,
me,
like,
Oh,
but
park.
they were like literally diverting, and I'm like, what is happening
you're
today?
parting the seas, sweetie.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, maybe it's a shirt, dude. I'm like, all right, so
Crazy.
you want that
Don't wanna
reaction?
talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Darkandreary.com.
You're like,
So are you guys are you guys comfortable around each other now?
yeah,
super.
super. Probably too comfortable sometimes. It's like, come
Too
on.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And
You
ripping
know,
ass and
gases
stuff? Yeah.
and like thoughts that should probably be kept to yourself. Like, come on, you know, things like that. And on both ends,
Yeah.
he looks at me
Definitely.
sometimes like, please remind me why I fell in love with
Like,
you. Like,
don't say no.
yeah.
I wouldn't say we're that comfortable with each other. I mean, I'm comfortable with you, but like as far as like bodily things, he's definitely not as comfortable as I am. Definitely.
Well, I was just raised like
Oh, well, my bad.
no, not like judging, but like I was
raised like an animal. I'm sorry.
I was
I
just
grew up on a farm.
my family was like
just kidding.
mental warfare. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay,
like if somebody
yeah.
ripped ass or something, everybody would just fucking,
Traumatize you
yeah,
about it.
Yeah, I'm literally traumatized by it. You know what I mean?
Damn, yeah.
So,
Okay, that's understandable.
I mean, but as far as like my mouth, I'll say anything to her. You know what I mean? Like I speak my mind, she
Yeah.
speaks hers.
Yeah, we definitely do too. Oh, I
We're not
definitely
like shy
say
like
it.
that or anything. Let's see. We got some weird questions on here. Has your spouse ever peed on you?
No.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Saving that for later.
'Cause you never know what could happen. What if like I'm drunk or
I
what
don't
if
know. I mean,
I'm old?
Do you ever shower
You're old.
together?
oh yeah, we shower together.
Oh yeah, that's our favorite
Peed on me in the
pastime.
shower.
You didn't. I told him do not pee in the
It's
shower
actually
while
good
I'm
for
in
the
here.
environment. I'll give them that. Yeah.
It's good for the bottom of your feet.
I'm like in the shower for some reason. This whole scientific part, I don't know how to explain it, but smells are stronger. You know.
Oh, in the
so
shower?
if you
They
rip
are?
one, if you pee, and it's just like the smell gets
Because
stronger.
of the steam and everything.
I guess. I don't know. It's
I drink a lot of Pepsi, so mine's just very sugary.
It's like brown Pepsi coming. He drinks that much.
There's one thing though too. Like we can never agree on the temperature. No, it's too hot. No, it's too cold. No, hot. No, cold.
I'm literally like, stop.
We like it scolding.
Scalding. You
Like,
have to take the little safety thing out of the shower handle
yeah,
to make it hotter.
to make it hot enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Our son's the same way. We throw him like when we were remodeling our tub.
Yeah.
We started putting him in our shower. Now he only wants to take showers,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
and he wants it like the hottest.
Yeah.
He backs his little back and ass up
Like
to
the
the water.
massage and everything.
It's funny.
Oh, sweet.
All right, if you woke up as your spouse, what would be the first thing you guys would do?
You first.
I would like. Okay, go ahead.
I would just, you know,
Don't be shy.
I would just experience. You know?
I would honestly.
What happens if I press this?
Okay, yeah, because he's always been like, I'm so jealous how women can like come like multiple times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
It's a gift.
And he's just like, you know.
Yeah, we get the sandwich syndrome.
It's like if I would wake up as him, I was like, I told you, like I would honestly play with my penis. Like if I would wake up with a Woody, you know, oh my god, like I would freak out because I would be thinking like I can cross my leg, you know, he's just having nothing there. So I'd probably be like, ew, and it's so ugly. Like,
Very first thing I would do. The helicopter. I gotta figure out how it works.
Gotta figure out how to do this thing. Oh, I would honestly be like thankful that I could pee like standing up, pee real quick, pee somewhere, pee anywhere.
Hey, write my name.
Yeah. Without having to pull my pants down and you know the whole.
And then you guys would see though, because like sometimes like first thing in the morning, if you drank a lot or had sex a lot the night before, it goes whoosh to the left.
Oh man,
you get the left stream, and it hits the wall,
I know,
and then you're like, oh,
like, why is there piss on the wall? Like I don't understand. Like what the fuck is going on in here? Oh man. Oh, and you'd have your period.
Oh, no.
yeah.
Oh my
I would
God.
pray to not be on
You
that.
know what? Yes.
That might freak me out. I'd be like, what's
I'm
happening
dying.
I guess it's time to ride my wheel.
No. And you're like, here's the tampons or pads. Let me know what you like.
Here's some chocolate. Go have fun.
Oh yeah, then you get all the emotions.
Go cry in a corner somewhere.
Like, you know, that would be the day. Like, if we would be able to switch and be like, man, I fucking understand. Yes. Like,
She literally calls it the curse.
I do call it the curse sometimes. Sometimes there's like random good days.
Well, I mean, it is weird. I mean, if we're being
Men
real.
don't have anything equivalent to that.
So yeah, I think that as they get older, they get like more moody around certain time of the month. But I don't know how that works.
Never heard that.
Yeah, I read it in an article once, but it's not as strong as how we would get.
I sure hope you're wrong.
No, I don't know. I read something on an article somewhere. I should probably research that.
Do we have another sponsor?
Yes. Miss Skellington's own Mod Ministry. Mod Ministry merch creates for the edgy woman, the kind of woman who works hard but plays much harder, who embraces femininity but tests the societal limits. We are not for the faint of heart. We are bold. We are beautiful. Check out the Mod Ministry Etsy page for handmade harness lingerie, 5-star rated seller since 2014.
ModMinistryMerch.com.
That's sexy shit.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys get along with your in-laws?
Yes, I love
do?
my
Yeah,
in-laws.
on both sides?
They're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my in-laws. Well, actually, my parents are divorced. He doesn't actually. I don't think you ever met my dad, right?
No, I never met her dad.
Yeah.
Oh, ever?
Ever.
Damn. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't think
Maybe
so.
sometime along, down the road.
Yeah, at some point. He's just like, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, kind of thing. Like relationship with my dad, so we hardly see each other. Yeah.
Mine's dead, but we all know.
Never met your dad before.
Yeah. But I have a stepdad. He's nice.
Will is great. Yeah.
He's he's a government, he's Native American, and
cool. Yeah.
he works for the government, like, overseeing the environment of, like, the
tribal
Summit
lands.
tribe.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
But he's, like, straight up
In
Men in
Nevada.
Black, like I don't, like,
He knows all my
no
sins.
sense of humor. Nice dude.
Yeah.
But like he wanted to buy a computer. He literally had like 30 newspapers with like every ad, researching every single thing. You know what I mean? I'm like, holy fuck, dude, just go to Best Buy, man.
Yeah. Compared to 3 websites online, like, oh, that's cool though.
I get along with her family real good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I had a very hard time with your mom for a while.
My mom's,
Any
We've all
time
heard
I would
about my
ever
mom.
go
She's-
visit her, all she would talk to me about is his ex-girlfriend.
yeah.
It was a little weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I keep trying to figure it out, and I had to yell at her about it because she has all these picture books, and she like keeps pictures of like ex-girlfriends and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But
It's one thing if they're there. It's another thing if you're taking them out and showing them his ex-girlfriends and everything.
Constantly.
Like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
I'm not like the greatest son. You know, I've been very independent, but that's the way I was raised. Like, you know, we didn't spend a lot of time together. You know, and I split like right when I was 17 and did my own thing and never went home. So she only has like little gaps of my life.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So I think that's the only way I can like rationalize it, is that that's all she has to bring to
maybe
the table.
it's like, look at this.
But yeah, I had to tell her, I'm like, take these fucking pictures off the wall.
Well,
like, what are you?
It's been good for at least a year now, so
That's
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
We have life in the comments section. We're coming up on the end of our show, guys.
Oh shit, that was so quick.
Yeah, it
That
was
was
super
fast.
quick, right?
Fun.
We could go into more detail, but we can't. It'll be too long.
We'll have to have a part 2.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Part 2. I feel it.
Oh, so we got from a Facebook, Shayna Craig. I believe.
Hold up. Shayna Craig is Shipwreck Kelly's sister.
Oh, Shayna Craig.
Shayna
I'm
Craig.
just kidding. It says, Sean, I like the way y'all mailed his mail.
She must be talking about, I sent him stickers.
Oh, sorry. Mailed his mail. Shit, fuck Kelly.
Oh,
I died laughing.
Yeah, I wrote, for his name, I literally wrote ship fuck Kelly on the address.
Every post person's like, ha ha.
Well, why is your little sister getting your mail? That's the bigger question there.
That's a bigger question.
Shipwreck.
That's funny. She gets all my coupons.
What's the second one?
We got another one. It's from YouTube, from Mario Lopez. Ring a bell?
Oh, brother-in-law. Shout out.
Marco Lopez.
Oh, Marco. I must have wrote it wrong. My bad. I'm the brother. Hashtag guilty as fuck. Ka-ching.
Oh, ka-ching.
Yes, he still does it to this day. I think he does it to his children.
They're all trying to drink.
Tortured souls.
Ka-ching.
Coolest, man.
I love my brother. He's so crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, this has been a fun one. We should
Yeah.
definitely do another.
Thanks for coming on.
Oh, thank you.
Bring another.
Yeah,
So cool.
we'll have
One
a
with
part
Diego.
2. We'll have a part 2.
And we got any shout outs or plug anything?
Oh, I'll plug something.
You're always trying to plug something.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we like do. Okay, no one is going to talk about that. You find out in part 2.
Cliffhanger.
No, I don't have anything I need to say except follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Necro Electric, Facebook. Leave us comments. We always do the life in the comments section. Maybe you'll get a shout out.
And we got some. If you want to rep the podcast, we got some beanies.
Yes.
And some new shirts. And check us out on Patreon. Actually, this week, me and Diego went head to head in a skateboarding contest. I haven't skateboarded in probably 10 years, and I ate total shit. So if you want to see me fucking eating it, dude, go on Patreon and add us.
It's worth it. It's worth
It
it.
was pretty
It was-
funny.
It was funny as fuck, dude. And
He's still sore.
Oh, so
yeah, dude.
my
I
wrist is
didn't even know there's a bone in your
My
butt,
wrist.
dude. But I fucking bruised it for sure. For
He's like, I
sure.
have a new bone. I didn't know
We
about
need a
it.
part 2 on that too.
Yeah, dude. The rematch.
Rematch.
Yeah, I literally like ate it so hard I almost didn't get up. I'm just like, fuck it.
Just tell Kelly to come over.
die
Kelly,
here.
Just turn the lights
come
off,
over.
Diego. Leave me. Leave me, dude.
It's all right, man. Lock the door.
But it was fun
Funny.
though. It was hella fun.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, till next time. We'll see ya.
Later.